Firstly, I do know I look good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, baby, y'all see the quality? I have got a brand new camera, okay? That is what today's video about. No, I'm joking. Today's is a What's TJ Lynn, okay? But before we get into the What's TJ Lynn, girl, I just want to talk about my brand new camera. Thank goodness I got a brand new camera so you guys can see me and just how fine and how sickening the jawline is and how white the teeth is and just all the face expressions in HD, honey. But today we're gonna do a What's TJ Lynn. I got some things to talk about. It has been like 5 days, okay? I've been waiting on this camera so I can get in front of this camera and talk about the tea. Girl, is everybody arguing with everybody, girl. Nicki Minaj arguing with JT. Is Spice and Nicki Minaj, well, look, they ain't going back and forth, but girl, that's a little situation that leaked. It's a lot to talk about in this one video. So girl, I'm very excited to be sitting here in front of my brand new camera, honey, with some brand new tea topics to talk about. So without further ado, let's run the intro so we can get directly on into today's tea video. You guys, oh look, I'm here with a tea video, okay? I did the intro already. I went and looked at myself and I look okay, I look decent. I'm still tweaking the settings, like I said earlier. But I'm here with a tea video, the first tea video on this camera. I look amazing. I did have a look, smoke break. But I'm here to talk about all these topics, honey. So the intro's already running. So I guess I just supposed to be running over to the, I guess I'm supposed to be just running over to the topics, baby, because the intro is already ran. So the first thing I want to talk about is what is today? Akbar V. Okay, let's talk about Akbar V. Now look here, Akbar V has been in recently a lot of internet feeds. Okay, for the last year and a half, she's been cussing everybody out on Twitter, Instagram, Shade Room, and Neighborhood Talk, Jasmine Brand. Anywhere she can cuss people out, she's been cussing them out. Okay, now somebody called Akbar outside. Okay, called her ass outside the other day and gave her a nice run for her BBL. I don't know who the lady was that was stomping Akbar out, but baby, when Akbar got up, because at first me and my homegirl was watching the video and we said that ain't no Akbar. We said that ain't Akbar. No. Cause you know Akbar used to be a big girl, so you know the big girls can really throw down. So I'm thinking, you know, she still had it in her. Girl, that's Akbar, baby. That's Akbar getting picked up off the floor. I said, oh damn. It was all in her hips. It was all in her hips. I said, oh yeah, that's Akbar, girl. Akbar got beat down the other day, and I'm literally blinking with my bang gang, because I'm like, Miss Jackson. There's no way that is Akbar, but it was her. So after getting tossed all around like salad, Akbar decided to run her ass to the studio, and not the paramedics or not the hospital. She decided to run her ass to the studio, and she got up in there and she did what she did on the mic. Now look here, I'm not gonna discredit Akbar and say she's a horrible artist, but this song was horrible. Okay, girl, she's talking about some, I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. Okay, I still ain't figured out what she's talking about, but she's talking about a bunch of nothing.
Yeah, we know to count it up. Yeah, broke ass bitch. Y'all hoes ain't smart, no money, bitch. Yeah, we know to count it up and flip it in, count it up again, bitch. But I can't fuck with no prissy ball like hood bitches get ignorant.
They need to sue her for the sample. I know she doesn't have right to the sample. Sue her. This song needs to never, this song needs to never touch anywhere. Like, it's already on the internet. It needs to never touch the streaming service, okay? But she says she's battling up and she's getting ready for this song. And I'm like, girl, at this point, dish yourself. Whoop your own ass on the beat, because there's no reason that somebody should have been whooping your ass in the street. Usually you do the diss songs, then the ass kicking come after, baby. I ain't never seen nobody get the ass kicked and go drop a diss. Like, oh my goodness, go drop charges or something, bitch. I don't like, dropping the diss is not it, okay? But moving on from Akbar, honey, cause she ain't too much to talk about. She ain't too much to talk about. Now, I don't know if y'all are expecting me to sit here and talk about this Drake and Kendrick Lamar situation, honey. I don't know. I'm as gay as they come. I know I look really masculine right now. Jawline is giving, the hair is giving. I know, but I don't know what the fuck is going on with the straight community. I don't know. I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, I'm gonna tap in. I'm lying. I'm not gonna tap in. I'm patiently waiting, actually impatiently. I'm impatiently waiting for all of the beef to end, because I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. But we could talk about Drake having some more kids. Like, Oh my God. Now, Kendrick Lamar has dropped the diss tape on Drake, okay? Champagne Pop. Okay, he didn't pop the damn champagne open, all right? Now, in this tape, Kendrick Lamar says a million things. He calls Drake and also Drake's team and everybody around him, you know, pedos. He also says Drake has, you know, a baby. Well, actually, a couple. And I'm literally blinking with my bang gang. Drake, of course, jumped on his Instagram story to clear up one, but not the 40 other million things that damn Kendrick Lamar said, okay? The only thing Drake cleared up is said, you know, another child, huh? Where are there? He said something like that, okay, oh cool, something like that, okay, child? And all I was thinking, like, there's no way that somebody could get on a song or YouTube video, even a fucking, what they call them, blog. You couldn't even chat it down on a mummy blog and call me a pedo. And I not tear the roof off of someplace, like, like, no, no. I can understand allegations being so crazy that you just don't address them at all, because I understand that, okay, just act like you didn't hear Kendrick's song, but you can't act like you didn't hear Kendrick's song. But if you wasn't gonna address everything, or at least try to address a couple of things, baby, you shouldn't address nothing at all. Baby, nothing at all. This man's on this song talking about you for 6 minutes, and you come and do about 6 seconds of keyboard banging. No. That's why I can't do the male beef. They try to act like they so unbothered. No, be bothered. But girl, that's all I had to talk about in that situation, honey. Then, like I said, I'm not gonna break it all down for you. Now, in the beginning of this video, I was singing Tamar Braxton, Don't Flex, Don't Flex, because I like that song. Now, Tamar Braxton and K. Michelle have been feuding back and forth, okay? Now, Tamar did start it. People like to say, oh, Tamar didn't start it. She's making a broad or a vague statement. But like the girl said, all these little vague statements, all these little vague statements, okay, but Tamar makes a vague statement and K. Michelle unloads the clip. She unloads the clip. We talked about it in my last T video. I just want to do an update because K. Michelle decided to unload more. She had more bullets. She had more round, more ammunition. Hey, Tamar ends up getting dragged again by K. Michelle. She goes onto her Twitter page and K. Michelle says, at least I'm not wearing prom dresses and donks. Now, when I seen it, I scrolled right past the tweet. I'm for real. I did it. I scrolled right past the tweet. And I was like, okay, K. Michelle's dragging today. All right, K. Michelle, I didn't know who she was talking about. But then I see somebody retweet K. Michelle with a video of Tamar Braxton attached. And I click it. And Tamar Braxton in her donks. Oh, don't, Nino. I could not breathe. I could not breathe. I could not believe my eyes. I could not believe my ears. It was so much. It was so much for me. It was so much for me. Now, that's really the only update that I have to talk about with the K. Michelle and Tamar Braxton. I just want to be a messy bitch. But let's get into some hard tea. Sukihana and JT. Oh my God. Look here. This is a mess. This is a mess. Now, I'm gonna start you from the beginning so you can understand everything, okay? All right.
What is the tea? The girls are fighting. No!
JT recently released her third single called Okay. Now, in the middle of the song, JT has this line that says, you know, she ate crab legs and her whole tooth missing. Okay, all right. Now, the internet ended up throwing 2 videos of 2 people up on the internet with their teeth missing, which was one, Cardi B, and also Sukihanna. I didn't know shit about Sukihanna cracking her teeth, but Sukihanna ate some cracked legs and she cracked her teeth. Now, when Sukihanna got a hold of this bar baby, she ends up getting on Instagram Live and she starts saying like, hey girl, you know, JT, you know, I mess with you, I screw with you. Just tell the people, you know, you weren't talking about me, just clear it up,
So I just want to clear this up real quick, because I was locked up when the song came out. I come home, I look at my phone, everybody keep tagging me, they keep tagging me. And they tagging Cardi too. They said JT was trying to diss me in a song, or Cardi B. So she said in the song, a bitch broke her cheap ass veneers on some crab legs and she always be talking shit. I did. Now, we all know I done broke my teeth on some crab legs. I love crab legs. Shit, that's normal shit. I ain't have to post it. I post it because I'm a real bitch and I live in my truth. But I don't talk shit about bitches. I always show love. Never hate on a bitch. Never call a bitch name. Always show love. And I was at JT birthday party. It was hugs and giggles. So I don't feel like she's talking about me. And I don't take her as the girl that just start trouble with random people when she dropping a song.
Now, JT ignores those posts. She still doesn't clear it up. I guess she doesn't call Sukihana. She doesn't DM her. And she does not get on her platform to say, hey, Suki, I want to talk about you. Now, when Sukihana saying that, hey, JT ain't clearing it up, Sukihana ended up getting on her platform and firing off tweets, okay? Firing off tweets. Now, I can't remember all the tweets, but I remember this, my messy ass remember this one tweet. She said something like, pretty as a motherfucker, but I be doing cocaine. I said, oh my God, I thought that was Miami. I didn't know that was my girl, JT too. Now, I don't see JT doing, cocaine. But it was a cute jab. It was a cute little jab. I'm pretty as a motherfucker, but I be doing cocaine. It's cute little jab. But she ends up firing out these tweets and she's literally just dragging JT. She's ended up retweeting people that are also helping Sukihana dragging JT. Girl, it's just a lot. Sukihana page turns into a hate page for JT momentarily, alright? Now, JT ignores all that for like days, okay? Days. But when JT finally does address it, she goes on her Twitter platform to say a plethora of things. So let me pull up the tweet. JT goes on her platform to say, and to clear the air with Sukihana, you knew I wasn't talking about you, and I would have answered quicker if you didn't try to do a 2-for-1 special, and I never knew your tooth fell out eating crab legs. You go viral for stupid shit. And to think that I'm scared of you when I'm a 2 subscriber. Now, I'm gonna ignore that. I'm not gonna deal with it. Cause Sapphire and Sukihana, both of them. Thing 1, thing 2, both got their ass tossed around. I can't wait for baddies to come out tomorrow. JT goes forth to say, you kept writing me back to back and you could have DM'd me, but you was trying to distract me and use me to run shit up so you can run a special for your page promo. What type I guess Sukihana doing some page promo. I don't know. But baby, JT ends up responding, right? So JT is going on and on. She's going on and on. Tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet. She also ended up saying like Sukihana head was gas. Y'all gas Sukihana. And my thing is, JT, I understand both sides of the fence. I understand Sukihana and I understand JT. Because Sukihana, girl, if this was really, a situation that you felt like, oh girl, is she trying me? Me, speaking from my point of view, there's no way that I'm gonna think anybody's talking shit about me and I'm not coming knocking at the door. Girl, I'm just, I'm gonna hit you in the DM, hit you in the text message. If I can get a hold of you, baby, I'm gonna try my best to get a hold of you. And then I'm gonna move publicly. But also, Sukihana, if everybody is eating you up for, having your tooth missing publicly, I can understand how that kind of puts the fire under your ass to kind of reply publicly and be like, look here, this bitch can't be talking about me. If she is, she need to put it on the floor. Now, JT. As soon as it was a little buzz, a couple fan pages saying, oh, this Sukihana, you could have texted Sukihana, girl, look here, I hit a bitch in her head with this line, but I wasn't hitting you in the head. You could have nipped that in the bud real quick and fast, the same way you wanted Glorilla to nip stuff in the bud quick and fast. But JT feels like that Sukihana is nobody to her. She feels like, okay, we know each other through different influencers, but you ain't nothing to really clear up. Like if they think it's about you, bitch. But that was the situation with JT and Sukihana, okay? That's their situation. It's a lot more situations we'll talk about. All right, JT and Nicki Minaj. Girl, I don't know what's going on there. Nicki Minaj is at war with all of the girls silently right now. Baby, Nicki Minaj is at war with all the girls silently right now. Nicki ends up hopping on Station Head a couple days ago. And on the Station Head, she's just saying, people need to remember who they are and what their artistry is, because when I bring you out in front of 20, 30, 40, how many thousand people in the audience, this is a moment. This is a moment because you have to go back to your little stages so you remember those little stages.
When you walk out in front of 20,000 people, you about to rap. Something inside of you remembers when you was walking out to a lot less than that.
Now, for Nicki Minaj to be throwing shade at an artist that she brought on the tour and she's only brought like 6 artists out, that's pitiful. People put the clues together. JT is the only girl that she's brought out, or only artist that she's brought out right now that are, booking little venues. And there's nothing wrong with JT booking her little venues, honey. But it's very clear that she's talking about JT. Now, my thing is, I feel like Nicki Minaj does not like any type of momentum behind anybody if she's not tied into it, okay? Nicki Minaj is on tour right now. And, the songs that she's put out on Pink Friday 2 have been, one by one slowly falling off the charts. But there's a couple of them still holding on. And Nicki does not like that JT has been getting all of this notoriety in the gossip field, the entertainment world, and also the music industry. Everything has been all JT for the last 2-3 months. Like dead ass. For the last 2-3 months, it's been JT this, JT this, JT this, JT this. Down from her doing her solo music, down from JT in full-blown wars with people on social media. JT this, JT this, JT this, JT that. And Nicki Minaj hasn't been attached to it. And I just, you know, this is no shade to Nicki, girl. This is just me telling the truth. I don't know any of these bitches. I don't give a fuck that much. I just sit in front of this camera and talk. But Nicki Minaj will die on the hill of any conversation being good, positive, negative, shine, any of that if she's not involved. And for her to be, you know, thinking that she's giving anybody momentum because you brought somebody onto stage to perform a 15-second verse, girl, it's just, it deserves a moment of silence. It's pitiful. Now, Nicki Minaj has also found herself into another situation with Ice Spice. Her and Ice Spice's relationship was never gonna work out. And I spoke about that months ago, okay? Months ago, I said, girl, I don't think this is gonna work out because Nicki Minaj is clearly just pimping this girl because anybody with 2 ears on their head can clearly hear that Ice Spice is pathetic in what she do. So for Nicki Minaj, as great of a rapper Nicki Minaj is, to attach herself with such mediocrity, there has to be something suspicious going on.
That's suspicious.
Now, Ice Spice's best friend, ex-bestie, I don't know what the fuck they are, but she's been going on for hours and hours. Let me tell you something. Money Long had to be in the studio talking about Ice Spice's best friend when she was writing motherfucking hours, bitch. Because Ice Spice's best friend has been on social media for motherfucking hours, bitch. Dragging and dragging and dragging. And she's finally got to something good. Now, with the recent receipts that she's dropped, these text messages are between her and Ice Spice, and they're speaking about Nicki Minaj. Now, in these text messages, honey, baby, Ice Spice is just opening up, girl, and just boo-hooing about how controlling Nicki Minaj is. Nicki Minaj is very controlling, loud, ghetto, and unprofessional, which is what people have been saying about her for years. It's sad because, like, Nicki, you're a queen, baby. There's no reason you should be handling business the way people have been talking about you handling business over the last couple of years. But any which way. Now, the conversation between Ice Spice and her best friend starts off with saying, how did the call go yesterday? Ice Spice responds and says, open-ended, but then James called me with Nicki's old manager of 11 years, and he said she was being unfair and asking for too much. Which is what everyone has been telling me, but it's hard to negotiate with her because she doesn't let people talk like lawyers or James. Now, I don't know who James is, evidently somebody on her team, but we clearly know, bitch, she's not letting nobody talk. The lawyers, which is to be over Nicki Minaj, and over talking the lawyer is crazy. Nicki, this is scandal. That's scandal. Then the best friend replies and says, just woke up. That's just annoying, bro. Does she not realize that she's asking for too much? Ice Spice responds and says, no, she doesn't think so at all. Bestie replies and says, so frustrating. Do you think you guys will be able to come to a compromise? Ice replies and says, hopefully, but we're about to put out another record in June for Barbie soundtrack. Now, these messages that I'm reading are dated back to May of 2023. So it is like, this is a year old tea, but the tea is still brewing. It's still hot. It's still hot. It's still hot to me. It's still hot to me. It's still hot. It's still hot. It just came out. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. But the conversation continues. Says, hopefully, we're about to put out another record in June for the Barbie soundtrack, which is an opportunity I brought to her. Now, this has been a big thing on social media. People are saying there's no way Ice Spice brought an opportunity to Nicki Minaj. Now, let me tell you something. I don't like Ice Spice. Okay, she's trash, she's pathetic, she's trash. Cover my ears. Okay, but I can totally see them reaching out to Ice Spice because Ice Spice was literally like brewing, like she was the hottest thing in Starbucks. So I can totally see her being reached out to first and Ice Spice kind of like tugging on Nicki. But Ice Spice says, you know, hey, we have another song coming out soon, which is an opportunity that I brought to her. And evidently, girl, Nicki still wanted all the money. She don't give a fuck if she brought in on the shit or not. She said, give me the fucking money. She said, lose that money, honey. Baby, shout out to Peach. But Ice Spice continues and says, because Barbie asked me to do it alone, but since that's her brand, I invited her on, and she doesn't even see that as me bringing her something. She's kind of like my mom, ungrateful and delusional. I just, girl, this is hot tea. But also the side elements of this reminds me of my mom or this it's just, it tells you like this is so personal. Oh my goodness, this is so personal. Because what the fuck does Ice Spice mom be doing? Or have I just missed the tea? But so then Ice Spice goes and talks about the meat and potatoes. Ice Spice starts talking about Nicki Minaj wanting all of her publishers, rights, this, that, and woo. Now, y'all know Nicki Minaj recently started, but if you don't know, now you know glory, honey. But Nicki Minaj recently started her own label. Heavy on it. Okay, girl, it's looking real empty. Okay, it's looking empty on it. It's looking empty over there. But I guess Nicki Minaj was trying to recruit Ice Spice to be one of her artists. So this is why Ice Spice started speaking about this situation. So Ice Spice says no. Plus she wants all the publishing from my songs, including third-party writing. Anything I write for other people or any songs that I get on. Mind you, I had a whole Taylor Swift collab before the Nicki one. It's a plethora of reasons. It's plethora. Is that the word? Okay. It's plethora of reasons why Nicki Minaj relationships, friendships have not worked out. Down from her just being bitter, being evil, wicked, ghetto, all over the place. And also, she demands so much in the business element of, you know, the relationship. And also, Nicki demands so much in the friendship element of the relationship. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. You're friends with Nicki Minaj, so you can't be friends with this bitch in the industry and that bitch in the industry and that bitch in the industry and that bitch in the industry. And also, if you want to do a song with me, I'm gonna need, you know, a good 86% of that. Nigga, no, bitch, you know, you got, you know, all the boom, 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 you got all the super bass you need in the world, but you ain't getting mine, okay? Like, hell no. So I can see why there's been relationship issues. And to hear or read how Nicki Minaj is behaving with Ice Spice, with the publishing situation, I just started thinking like, damn, what is going on with the artists she does have signed? I think she has like 3 or 4 artists signed. Are they making any money? I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Of course, Nicki Minaj in this conversation with Ice Spice, she starts telling Ice, you know, when Wayne worked, when I worked with Wayne, you know, and I didn't question anything you do. Okay, you want everybody to be as dumb as you or trusting as you? You know, even though it worked, I don't know if it worked out for the better part for Nicki, but we're gonna say it worked out. Even if it worked out for the better part of you, that mean, it don't mean it might work like that. I mean, it just because, you know, you covered your eyes and spin around and walked out into the world, that don't mean I can cover my eyes, spin around, and walk out into the world and get the same motherfucking action. There's no way. That's manipulative. That's so manipulative. That is so manipulative. And like I said, I don't care for Ice Spice as an artist, as a person, as an individual. She tried my girl Lotto. But wrong is wrong. Wrong is dead the fuck wrong. And hearing this proves my point. When I was like, girl, there's something going on with them. And also with how Nicki Minaj has been so close with this girl and that there. And she was heavily tight with Ice Spice. She was so tight with Ice Spice. And not to see her and Ice Spice, you know, really be tight in each other's comments, or even Ice Spice hasn't even been brought out on her tour. I was like, something going on. But, girl, I guess we found out what's going on. Shout out to the, what's that girl? The bestie, Stormy. Shout out to Stormy spilling the damn tea. Yes, Stormy. Shout out Stormy. Stormy, she was sitting there serving us nothing for weeks, but she came and gave us a little tea today. So, we can't give her no 10. But we can give her a 4.3, okay? Last and final subject. Gloss Up and Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole has been with this little boy named Honcho, right? Honcho looks a fucking mess. Y'all know I'm a dreadhead king. I love a black man, okay? But Honcho scares me. He scares me. He looks like he has death in his eyes. He looks like he can look at you and stone you out like that bitch with the snakes in her ear. No, like he's scary. But recently, child, Keisha Cole has went public with this little man, and their relationship has been very online and just, you know, whatever it is. But Honcho used to mess around with Gloss Up, or he messes around with Gloss Up currently. I don't know what's going on. But baby, Gloss Up want her man back. So she ends up calling Honcho, and they end up shooting a music video and even chilling outside of the music video shoot. Now, when Gloss Up drops her music video with, you know, Keisha Cole's man, baby, Keisha Cole deactivates her Instagram, but then she comes back and says, you know what, bitch, I'm Keisha Cole. She said, you know what, bitch? I'm Keisha Cole. I'm not deactivating shit. I'm gonna start talking my shit. So Keisha Cole ends up hopping on her Instagram story, and she starts saying this, that, and that. Starts saying like, you know, this video has been shot. Bitch, this is all just promo. Dude. She tries to play on Glitter Gloss and say, you know, this nigga don't really want you. This is my nigga. Now, when Glitter Gloss sees that, baby, Glitter Gloss goes on her. What is it? Glitter Gloss? It's one of them, bitch. I can't remember. No shade. Shout out Memphis. But Gloss Up ends up going over to her page and she gets on her Instagram story. She starts saying, you know, I feel bad for you, girl. I was there all night while you were calling his phone, crying, whining, up on the floor. I said, damn. Not Keisha crying, whining over Huncha. Huncha? Huncha don't even look like he can hunch. What the fuck are y'all bickering? Oh, bitch. But Keisha was crying over Huncha. Then Gloss Up goes and says, you know, I was raised to respect my elders, so I'm not gonna do too much. I'm like, Keisha, oh my God, get off her. I was literally screaming at Gloss Up and screaming and telling her like, oh my God, get off her. Like, dead ass, get off Keisha. Like, oh my goodness. And Keisha, it's just, I just felt bad. I felt bad for Keisha, girl. Then we got JC, JB, whatever his name is. He on Twitter talking about some Keisha Cole, come home. Leave. Keisha don't need the J Lee, whatever his name, she don't need him. And she don't need Huncha. I don't know who she need. She need a nigga like Chrissy Teigen, man. John Legend. She need to go take Chrissy, man. Go take Chrissy Teigen fucking nigga, okay? But baby, you don't need this middle-aged football player, and you don't need Huncho, the Grim Reaper. You don't need neither one of them. I was literally like, I was so embarrassed for Keisha, because Keisha, you just got off this love hard tour, girl. You had, you know, a couple sold out dates, and for you to be boo-hooing over this man that literally looks like a floating spirit. Unacceptable. Unacceptable! But these are my thoughts about the current topics of the world. I will be in you guys' face every single day with my brand new quality and just figuring all of these settings out. But if you stuck around to the end of this video, girl, go to the damn comments and say Big Dominican. Because if you're excited for baddies, you're probably screaming Big Dominican all day like me. So go into the comments. If you made it to the end of this video, girl, I know you're gonna say, you know, you love the quality. Make sure you tell me, you know, you love my haircut too. But baby, go comment Big Dominican, okay? And I'm not gonna say why, but I need people to, you know, listen to me. I said comment Big Dominican. But I'll see y'all really, really soon. Bye. Love y'all.